What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we have the August 2022 AeroClassics releases for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. We should have a really good release here, and I'm really excited to see what AeroClassics is all about this month. I just got an email from Jet Collector, so I'm super sorry that it's not Easy Toys' pictures, but nevertheless, we'll find out what the releases are, and I'm really excited to see what they're all about. So thank you, Jet Collector, for sending this out. It's going to be very interesting to see what AeroClassics is all about this month, and hopefully we get some good stuff from them. So really excited. And if I have to say anything before I get started, I hope they'll cater to a little bit more modern aircraft because they've been doing a ton of retro airplanes. But nevertheless, I am very excited for this. So let's get started, everybody. So limited to person, of course, for Jet Collector and all that fun stuff. Let's get started, everybody. Here we go. Beginning with the releases, here's the 1 to 200 releases. We'll begin with the Aero Condor Boeing 720 Hotel Kilo 1793, so it's 1973. So that's pretty cool. 1973, $99 right there. Really solid aircraft. I'm sure it looks pretty good. And since I did this last time, and I think it was a pretty good method to kind of show what's going on with these airplanes, why don't I just look up the tail numbers of all these planes and kind of show you guys what they are all about. So let's take a look at this one right here. So here is what the aircraft looks like. It's a pretty good looking livery, as you guys can see. Looks really nice. So that is what the aircraft looks like. Credit to all the respected photographers in Colombia. So yeah, that looks really nice. So glad to see that release, and that is a very good one to say the least. Very nice. Let's click off there. And Air New Zealand Cargo Doubles DC8. So that's Zulu Kilo November Zulu Oscar. That's very nice right there. And as we can see right here, the aircraft looks a little bit something like, not that. So this is what it's looking like. Oh, well, sorry guys, I didn't mean for that to happen. But you guys saw that aircraft. That is what it was looking like. It is that one right there. So that is what the aircraft looks like. I love Aussie's airliners. They provide a lot of really good reference pictures. So really nice to see that right there. That's very nice. And that is a really good aircraft in the 1 to 200 scale. Really cool. Here we go into some 1 to 400 AeroClassics. Let's see what we got. Eastern Airlines 727-100 November 8116 November. Nice. Really excited to see this aircraft. This is one that people would definitely going to be very excited. It's not this GA aircraft. It is this one. Yeah, that is awesome, man. Beautiful aircraft right there. Very excited for that. Kind of tempted to maybe get that aircraft, believe it or not, guys. I've been really enjoying the retro vibe recently. They didn't fly to any applicable airports for me, but that's still really cool, and that's awesome. Eastern is a great airline, and maybe that will be the move. So great job by AeroClassics. That's a hot way to start, and that will be a very popular aircraft. So good job right there by AeroClassics. That is awesome. Very nice. How about a Trump Shuttle Boeing 727-100? And this is November 8117. Was that uniform, I think? November, excuse me. So quite an interesting aircraft right here. That was a former Eastern aircraft, it looks like. And let's see if I can find which. This is what it looked like right here. So quite an interesting aircraft to say the least. Hybrid type livery, I suppose. So definitely interesting aircraft to say the least. Credit to all the respected photographers. So yeah, very interesting aircraft, but seems pretty good right there. So very nice to say the least right there. That's nice. Very cool plane. Continental 727-200. Wow, I didn't think AeroClassics was going to make me happy on this Friday, but this is a very applicable aircraft for my retro Tulsa model airport project. The really big question is what livery it's going to be in. I'm guessing that's going to be the gray one. I would be really excited if it's the final livery too, but that will definitely be in order for me. I'm not sure which livery it is, but obviously you can see there's multiple aircraft for it right now. So AeroClassics, very nice stuff right here. They're giving us some really good retro aircraft. They did really retro previously, and now they're doing some more applicable retro aircraft. So, or excuse me, not applicable, but more modern retro airplanes, if you will. So very excited to see that. That will most certainly be a pickup for me. I'm really excited for that, and that will be a huge asset for the retro Tulsa model airport project from the late 70s into the late 90s. Very excited for that aircraft, and that will be really good to say the least. Very excited for that right there. That is awesome. We're also going to get this tail number, so maybe they're doing 2 liveries, and if they're both applicable, I most certainly will buy both. Very excited to see both of these, and I think they're going to do a really good job with this set of aircraft. So this one had more final pictures, so maybe this is the final livery, and the other one is the, I don't know what they called this livery, but it's really nice. Some sort of like, I don't know what you would want to call that, like maybe streamline livery, I don't know, but that is really cool. Very pleased to see that, and I'm very proud of this effort from AeroClassics on their Boeing 727 so far. That is awesome. And how about an Emirates 727 out of all planes? Alpha 6 Echo Mike Alpha. Okay, so this is very interesting to say the least right here. So Emirates now getting a 727, which is pretty interesting, and it must have looked a little bit something like this, I suppose. So yeah, it must have been like, this one looks pretty good. So I guess this is quite an interesting plane to say the least. So I'm not sure if this will be as popular of an airplane, but I'm sure that there is somewhat of a market for this aircraft. So quite an interesting aircraft to say the least, but I'm very excited for that. So good job by AeroClassics, another very interesting aircraft. And the 727 is super hot this month. We got Eastern, we got the Trump Shuttle, 2 Continentals, and now an Emirates. So what is next here for AeroClassics in this crazy turn? Aeroporopo 737-200 November 412 Charlie Echo for $44.95 as well. This is a good looking airplane to say the least. Let's take a look at what it looks like. And yeah, I like that livery that they got going on that. Which one would it? Probably that one, maybe. I don't know. This is the registration, so I'm not completely sure. But this is a good-looking aircraft to say the least. Whichever livery it ends up, maybe it's something like that. That's probably what it looks like. I'm not completely sure on that, but quite a unique airline to say the least. And I think that they'll do a good job with that. So very cool to see that, and I'm sure there will be another really nice aircraft to say the least right there. That's a really cool 737 Classic. Now we have an Everett's Air Fuel. I don't even know how you say that. So we're just going to go with the C46 Commander, Commando, however you say it, November, lots of Novembers. This is now 1822. Nice. How about this? Let's take a look at this aircraft. So another very interesting aircraft from a very interesting time. I didn't even know AeroClassics got a mold for this. So all these are looking really good. I don't know if there's a particular, reference image for this one in terms of which tail number it is, and there's some different banners. Well, they all look pretty similar, so we'll just click on this one. So hopefully this is the correct aircraft. It looks really, really cool, and I think that they'll do a really nice job. Very unique aircraft to say the least. I don't know too much about it. It looks like it was in flight in Alaska at some point, so that is really cool, and I really like that. So good job right there on AeroClassics' part, and they are just killing it with the US registration planes this month. That's super impressive to say the least right there. How about a Northeast aircraft for this one, C46 as well? Don't know too much about this. We're going really retro aviation here as far as I'm aware. Yeah, just look at how old some of these pictures are. So really, really cool airplane though. As you can see, Northeast right here, you got the really nice livery. You got a gray right there, some navy. I like that a lot, so that's really cool. And I'm sure that'll be a very helpful addition for anybody looking for that aircraft. And the US market, I shouldn't have even said what I said because they are just going off today. And here's an Evergreen DC8 to go along with that for $54.95. Very impressive aircraft right here, and that looks really, really good. So I guess they've done a previous one because as you can see, there's some different details. I don't know if it's a different livery or something like that, but yeah, very nice DC8 right here, as you can see. So here is the aircraft itself. I really like it. It looks really good. I like the livery on it, and I'm sure for very retro aviation, this is really, really cool for US collectors. So another really good job by AeroClassics, and they're just killing the retro market this month. Super impressive to say the least. And here is November 819 Echo Victor, another aircraft, and there's been a ton of planes as you guys can see by my tabs. But this one is in a really cool livery as well. We'll go with this reference image right here. This is really nice. So must be a different title it looked like to me. So very nice. You can see 810 had I guess it may not be different. I'm not sure. There's somewhere in there where it's different, but it looks really cool. So nice to see that right there, and I'm really glad to see AeroClassics getting after these Evergreen DC8s. That's really nice. How about an Agent Air Illusion 62? And here's the registration. You guys can read it at this point, so I won't keep bothering you guys with reading it. Well, Sierra Uniform Alpha Oscar Yankee, and it's an Allow 62. I don't know what all this sauce stuff is, so I apologize. I just was trying to look up the tail number, and I guess it would be something like this. A 62 I thought had no propellers. I thought it was the engine on the tail. That's what it looks like. I think this is what it's supposed to look like. There we go. So quite an interesting aircraft right there. Yesterday Airlines actually referencing that on their deal. It had a crash course on there too, so very, very interesting aircraft. Hopefully it sells well and looks like a decent plane. So very nice right there on the Egypt Air. That's awesome. Now we have a Tamarin Illusion 62. I'm sorry, Yankee Romeo India Mike Lima. Very nice. Let's take a look at this aircraft. Yeah, this is another good-looking airplane if I can find an applicable image. I'm seeing a lot of 18s. I'm looking for a 62. I don't know if they didn't take as many pictures of the 62 because the 18s are everywhere, but you guys know what an IL-62 looks like from that previous image right here, and just imagine that livery on it. So quite a cool aircraft, and I think they'll do a good job with that. So that's quite a cool aircraft to say the least right there. And are we going to have more? That's it. Okay, so quite a very, very, very niche space release right here. I'm surprised that they didn't have more variety to it, but I'm a huge fan. I'm very excited about the Eastern and Continental 727s, just going back to that. I'm sure you guys are too. I will hopefully have the applicable livery, so I'll be sure to edit that in there when I do, but man, this is really, really exciting, and I think this will be great for AeroClassics. These will sell really hot, so if you want them, definitely go get them because they're going to be really, really good. I'm very excited to see which liveries they are, and I may end up buying both because I'm really excited, and they were very big at the time for Tulsa and just all the upcoming projects. And while I won't make it back to this era of aviation probably for at least a year or two, it will be very nice to have these ready to go, and it'll be really nice. So very excited for this, to say the least. I think they're going to do a really good job on these airplanes, and this will be really nice for AeroClassics. I think that they're going to have a really good selling out of this, and also not to mention that TW or Eastern 727-100. I think this will be another really good seller for them. The more popular Dash 200 variant maybe was a little bit more desired, but I'm sure they've done it at some point. So now we're getting the Dash 100 for Eastern, and I'm sure this will be very big for anybody looking for that Eastern 727-100 in that livery. So overall, really interesting release in terms of a broad standpoint, but in terms of a US standpoint, really good for retro collectors. Really interested by their decision making, but hey, I think that this was a fairly fitting release. I feel like they could have orientated possibly a little bit better in some regards, but I think that they did a really good job, and I think this will be a really good lineup here for AeroClassics for years to come. So very excited for these aircraft, and I think they'll do a really good job, to say it one way or another. So really nice job by AeroClassics. Be sure to let me know what you guys think in the comment section, which one you guys are getting. I will probably just get the 2 Continentals and maybe the Eastern. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that a little bit, but obviously last year's August release for AeroClassics was much more modern US, so maybe they're just flipping the years here a little bit and doing some more retro stuff with all that modern stuff they've done in the past. So overall, really interesting release. Again, feel free to let me know what you guys think about it. I'm excited to see what they're going to do here in the future. So I think they did a really good job with this release, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So with all that being said, that will do for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon, as Redriveraviation is signing off.